Good night, world. Simon the Mayor. It's coming 9 o'clock. I decided to make another short video. This video made me 25, 30 minutes, maybe around there. Hope you guys enjoyed my last show I made. Why is my camera all weird? What the fuck's going on here? Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my last show I made about Skiv SOURCE, the world tour, my Zane's book. Yeah. Yeah, so James Gunn's Superman, I think, hit 122 million, but I heard it's on track to do $200 million globally. But domestically, I think it's 122. I predicted 145 million domestically, but I might have been wrong. Maybe it might hit maybe 130, 135, or maybe it might hit 145. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Because today is Sunday and the day is not over yet. You might have a lot of fans watch it at close to the midnight mark, obviously. So, but I believe James Gunn's Superman will hit that 800 million plus. 800, 850 million plus at the box office. James Gunn Superman. And I helped the marketing as I've been promoting it on my channel for months, man. Since like 2024. And you're welcome, Warren, was I promoting your Superman movie. You're welcome. Because the whole was tuning into my YouTube channel, right? Yeah. I told you, even though the DC thing, James Gunn's DC thing is successful, if he's available when I start Scotch and with VJ, I might have James Gunn and Peter Safran be the presidents of my company, right? I told you, they gladly leave Hollywood and come work for me because I can easily pay them more money. They don't have to worry about the movie flopping and all that stuff. And I can easily pay them way more money, obviously, than what Warner Bros. Can pay them. As I guarantee James Gunn probably makes his $10, maybe $50 million as president of CEO of DC, and if they give him royalties, he might make maybe his 15, 20, 25, 30 million max. Whereas I can easily give him his 60, 65, 7 million of the film profits. James Gunn and Peter Safran for all my movies, right? 24, 25 million bonus, 26 million bonus. Smaller yearly salary, but a big bonus, and they get like 65, 70, 75 million royalty check for each of my movies, obviously. I give them raises per movie, right? Yeah, so for Zane's, you can pay James Gunn and Peter Safran 70 million royalties for your movie. You can give them 10 million raises. For the Great Escape, they get 80. For their 80, they get 90. But I might do Spider-Man Miles Morales. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I might do Spider-Man Miles Morales over the Great Escape. And if I do Spider-Man Miles Morales after Zanus, and James Gunn's my president, you can have him direct and write the movie if you want. You have him write the first movie, right? Yeah. Have him write the Spider-Man Miles Morales movie. Yeah, because even though the DC thing, I think will be successful, obviously, when I'm king, even James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC thing will be the side tension, man. Me and VJ's movies are the main event. Their movies are side tension. I can pay them way more than what they make in Hollywood. I also give them their free. Don't forget that, right? Because I'm not dirty, right? I'm a clean businessman. I have morality. I have a morale. I'll never make anyone pay to make their money, man. You get your freedom. All I ask is you work hard for me. That's how it works for you. Yeah. So if James Gunn and Peter Safran are available, yeah, I might consider having them be my presidents, obviously. I can pay them more money. You can have James Gunn, because James Gunn's creative, you can have him help you out with your Zane's movie. With the screenplay too, and the concept arts and everything. And Peter Safran, you can have him handle more of the business stuff with the team. The team obviously, right? So you'll pay them an equal amount of money. Yeah, James Gunn and Peter Safran, if I grab them from DC, I'll pay them an equal amount of money. That way they're not pissed off. You pay them an equal amount of money, like a 26 million signing bonus, and they get like maybe 4 million for the first year, and they get like 2.8 million, 3 million for the other years. Alright, what about 10? I'm like, no guys, you get 3, but I'll give you a nice royalty check for the film profits. I can give you your $70 million, which is a lot of money. 7 million after taxes is like what? It's like 4.2 million or 42 million around there. And they won't have agents, so they make their $42 million after taxes. Because for my team, you have to live in Canada. You have to live in Vancouver, Canada. That way you get your full money. Obviously. So if I choose James Gunn and Peter Safran, I grab him in DC. Don't hate me, DC, you know what I'm saying? Don't hate me, Warner Bros. I'm saying. You have to live in Canada. So if you have houses in the States, I recommend you sell it off or you rent it out and make some good money for yourself. You make extra money for yourself, and you also make your rich contract for my movie, obviously. Who are you going to choose, Ivan? I don't know. Jon Favreau. Peter Rice is good too. But James Gunn and Peter Safran, I would love to grab them from DC. But if the DC thing is successful, David Zaslav will be extending them. I told you, the contract I'm willing to pay Peter Safran and James Gunn is not... Warner Bros. can't afford to pay them that, man. Because I told you, the Hollywood companies, they don't make that much profit off their movies. As I guarantee, James Gunn probably makes maybe 10, 12, 15 million as CEO of DC. Obviously. I told you, when I'm king, my Zanus movie will be the main event, whereas James Gunn's DC will be the side tension, obviously. And James Gunn, he always, as long as he's in Hollywood, he's in the Hollywood system, obviously, and he has that worry of what if my movie flops. Whereas for my company, you don't have to worry about my movie flopping. You have your stability, and you just work and you get your check. And my movies are gonna make a lot of money because being VJ are special, we're God, and we have the keys to the kingdom. Whereas the Warner Bros. Executives don't have the keys to the kingdom. That's why the movies can flop, obviously. James Gunn has that risk, obviously, right? Hollywood, you have that risk. For my movie, there is no risk. What would the world rather see you in VJ as? In The Great Escape or Spider Miles Morales? The truth is, the world would rather see me as Spider Miles Morales. But there's a higher chance I'll do The Great Escape over Spider Miles Morales, obviously. But I might use Spider Miles Morales over The Great Escape. We'll see what happens, obviously. So I'm saying. And if I choose James Gunn, I can have him direct and write. I can co-write. I'm going to tell James Gunn, if I choose him, if I do Spider Miles Morales, I want you co-writing. I don't want you writing on your own. I think it's best you have a co-writer. You can have Sam Raimi co-writing with him, and you can have James Gunn direct your Spider-Man Miles Morales, your first movie, right? Yeah, if you want, right? Yeah. You know, I want to direct your first movie. Yeah, if you want to direct it, James, you can direct it and write it if you want, co-write it if you want, obviously. I can pay you $20 million for your base, and I can give you your, I don't know, your $80 million of the film profits. But you don't get a piece of the merch, and you don't get a piece of the game. What about a piece of the game and the merch? No, James. You don't get a piece of the merch, and you don't get a piece of the game. I'm already paying you enough. I'm not going to have you doing that, man. I'm not going to overpay and have you do me. Also, my 7 teams, they don't get a piece of the merch. They don't get a piece of the game. Because they're not featured on the merch, and they're not involved in the game. I'm not going to have them... Well, they're going to be overseeing the game, obviously, but I'm not going to give you a piece of the game, man. What I'm paying you is enough. You don't make this in Hollywood, Sarah. Yeah. Let me move my camera here. Yeah. Ivan, who do you really want as your presidents? I want James Gunn and Peter Safran because they're the co-CEOs of DC. But I told you, if the DC thing is successful, David Zaslav will be extending James Gunn and Peter Safran unless they have an opt-out agreement in their contract and I can grab them from DC. And I told you they'd rather work for me than working even in DC. Because when I'm king, their DC thing is a side tension. And James Gunn always has that. You might have sleepless nights. What if this movie flops? You have that thought, that risk of your movie flopping. Well, for my company, you don't have to worry about that, man. Because me and Vitra Special, we're God. We have the keys. We're going to make our billions off our movies, obviously. And they don't have to worry about that, obviously, right? Yeah. We'll see what happens, obviously. But Jon Favreau and Peter Rice are also very good, too. Obviously. What about Ryan Coogler and Ryan Johnson, the Russo brothers? They're good, too, but they're filmmakers. They're not really business people. They're creative filmmakers. Hence why they're... the other guys are better options, obviously, than those guys. Yeah. You can even have Ryan Coogler direct your Spider-Man Morales, because he's a black guy, and Spider-Man is a black guy, me. Ryan Coogler would be good for Spider-Man Morales too. Maybe the second movie you can have Ryan Coogler directed, obviously, right? Yeah. Pay him a lot of money for it, obviously. You can pay Ryan Coogler like his, I don't know, his $15 million salary for Spider-Man Morales 2. You can give him a good $40 million in royalties. That's a good deal for Ryan Coogler. He doesn't make that in Hollywood, right? He doesn't get any money off the merch of the game. That's how it works, right? You know? Yeah. There's no way James Gunn would leave DC to work for you. Oh yeah, he will. Even if the DC thing is huge, it's not as big as my company, right? My Zane's movie and my Gray Escape with Keanu Reeves or Spider-Man Morales is much bigger than even his DC. His DC thing is outside tension. And James Gunn has the risk in Hollywood. And he's also in the Hollywood system. As long as he's in the Hollywood system, he's a dirty slave, obviously. Whereas with my company, you don't have to do anything. Because I'm a clean, moral, good person. I pay you all these millions, you get your freedom, but all I ask is that you work really hard for me. That's how it works, but you have to work really hard for me. And he'll work harder for me, James, than he even did for his Superman movie. Because I paid him more money, and I gave him his freedom, and I saved his ass. And I got him out of the Hollywood system right now. Peter Safran will work hard for me. Yeah. After this, I'm going to go get my, my food at Glenwood. I'm gonna get the 2 cheeseburgers. Glenwood has amazing burgers. Arguably one of the best burgers in Elmer. Yeah, the best burger in Elmer is that Depreneur next to Dinty's. I tried their burgers. They have amazing burgers, hands down the best. And then second would be Snack Shack and the Belmont burgers at Glenwood. Those are probably my 2 second best, honestly. With the onion rings, it's so good. I'm gonna get that after this, right? Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Superman will hit that billion? Perhaps. But I think more accurately 800 million. But I told you, if Superman hits $1 billion, I will not be shocked. As if it's a good movie and the fans love it, the word of mouth will spread and it could hit perhaps that $1 billion range, obviously. Samsara. Yeah. So, who are your top candidates for your 17 for your presidents? Jon Favreau, Peter Rice, James Gunn, and Peter Safran. Those are my top 4 candidates for my presidents of my company. Obviously, they're going to be the presidents of my company. So just like they're going to have a similar position that they have at DC for my company. The difference is, for my company, I can pay them more money, obviously, and they get all the nice perks, partying at my $1 million house, my yacht, being featured in the magazine and everything, and better perks and everything. I also give them their freedom. They don't have to do anything, obviously. But David Zaslav is also good for one of my presidents too, obviously, right? But for him, I'd have him work for me for maybe 10, 12 years. Not 20 years because he's older. Obviously, he's like 64, 65 now. By then he might be 75. He haven't worked for you until he's 85. Obviously, David Zaslav, obviously. But I'm more into James Gunn and Peter Safran as my two presidents, obviously. The difference is James Gunn, if I do grab him out of DC, he also has to do business stuff too. So I'll have Peter Safran kind of groom him into business stuff. Because James Gunn's not really a business guy, he's a creative guy. You can have Peter Safran groom him as James Gunn. He will be making a lot of business calls, obviously. If I grab him from DC. I'm willing to pay them more. I told you how much I want to pay them, right? This is more than what I mean in Hollywood. 26 million signing bonus. And they get 4 million the first year, 3 million the other years, and they get like their 7 million of the film profits for the Zane's movie. And then if I do Spider-Man Miles Morales, you can give them 82 million of the film profits for the movie. The way they get paid. And they won't have agents, so they get their full money. And they have to live in Vancouver, Canada. They get their full Canadian money, and they're making a lot of money, obviously. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a good deal for Peter Safran and James Gunn. They don't make that in Hollywood. I guarantee you they make maybe their 10, 12, 15 million as presidents. And Hollywood might give them maybe 10, 15 million of royalties for each movie. Right? I can easily pay them way more for my company. Because me and VJ's movies are doing way more money for the net profits, for our film profits, right? For our movies. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Ivan, you're crazy. You think James Gunn will leave his DC position and Peter Safran will leave their DC position to work for you? Yes. They would leave their DC position to work for me. So I can pay them more money, and they know when I'm king, their DC universe is also a side tension. Even if it's a huge franchise, it's still the side tension, man. Like, my movies are the main event, man. And they want to be safe. They don't want to be left behind, obviously. I can pay them more money and give them better perks, obviously, right? Yeah. World tour, they make their 4 million speaking. As I'll be bringing my two presidents for my world tour, they're going to make their 4 million speaking. They don't make that in Hollywood, right? It's a massive deal, yeah. Yeah, because there is a high chance I might do Spider-Man Miles Morales over the Great Escape, right? Because Spider-Man Miles Morales, they never made a live action movie. So yeah, I might do Spider-Man Miles Morales over the Great Escape. I think there's a higher chance I do the Great Escape, but I might do Spider-Man Miles Morales with VJ over the Great Escape, and I'm playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. And if I grab James Gunn from DC, you can have him direct your movie. Obviously, direct it and co-write. I'm gonna tell James Gunn if I grab him from DC, I want you to write it, James, but I recommend you co-write it with somebody. Maybe co-write it with Sam Raimi or something like that, or another screenwriter in Hollywood. Obviously. And if I do Spider-Man, I'll be doing a 4 or 5 movie series. Yeah. Yeah. You can have James Gunn co-write with Ryan Coogler if you want. Ryan Coogler, you can have him co-write with Ryan Coogler if you want. Or you can do James Gunn directs the first Spider-Man Miles Morales movie. If I do Spider-Man, he directs it. And the second movie, you can have Ryan Coogler direct it. Because he's a black guy. And I'm black too, you know what I'm saying? He did Black Panther. He'd be good for the second movie, obviously. Samsara? Yeah. Who would you consider as actors for Spider-Man? That's a tough one. Well, VJ will play my girlfriend, obviously, but you also have the Daily Bugle. I don't know. Tom Holland, he's Spider-Man, but you can have him play an older version of the other Spider-Man if you want in the movie. If you want Tom Holland, right? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Because there is a high chance I might do Spider-Man Miles Morales over the Great Escape. I have to have that talk with VG, obviously. There is the Great Escape, there's a higher chance I'm going to do the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves, obviously. But I might do Spider-Man Miles Morales. You have to talk it over with your team, Ivan, right? Your Hollywood team, obviously. But if I grab James Gunn from DC, guarantee he'll tell me, Ivan, do Spider-Man. You should do Spider-Man, yeah. James Gunn is a comic book world director. He's in DC. He also did Marvel. He'd be good for Spider-Man Miles Morales. You can have him direct your first movie, and you have other directors jumping for the sequels, obviously. Well, yeah, Spider-Man be rated R. No, Spider-Man will be PG-13, as you don't have a Spider-Man movie be rated R, obviously. The Great Escape will be rated R, but for Spider-Man, I'll have it PG-13, obviously, right? That way, it's more family friendly. It's better that way for Spider-Man. Spider-Man movies should be PG-13. Like all the others, yeah. All the Spider-Man movies that came out were all PG-13, obviously, so Sarah. Yeah. But if I do grab James Gunn and Peter Safran from DC, Warner will be throwing them a lot of offers too, but they can't compete with my offer. Yeah, James, we can pay you. We'd increase your salary to maybe $20 million a year. We can give you $30 million of the movie profits. That's still not the money I'm willing to pay them for my movies, right? As I'm paying them a big bonus, small in your salary, but I'm giving them a nice piece of the film profits, like 85 million of the film profits. Warner Bros. Cannot compete with that. They can't afford to pay James Gunn 80 million of the film profits. That's all their profits gone, right? If a movie doesn't blame if a movie doesn't blame in the box office, the companies make maybe their 150 million, 200 million in profit, 100 million in profit, maybe 80 million in profit. They're not going to give James Gunn all their profits, obviously. They might give him maybe 25 million of the profits. Because the Hollywood movies are not doing the kind of money these movies are doing. So, Sarah, that's my point, yeah. Obviously. Yeah. So, Ivan, you can offer better perks. Yes, I can offer you much better perks. Partying up of my $1 billion house, my $100 million yacht, and I'm gonna have a beautiful like Gran Turismo fucking office, man. So Peter Rice, Jon Favreau, James Gunn, Peter Safran work for me, whoever I choose. If I can grab them in DC, they're gonna have a beautiful office to themselves, right? A nice fucking office, man. Yeah. But you have to live in Vancouver. That's the deal, right? Yeah, I don't want you living in the States because I don't want the rates affecting your salary, guys. You have to live in Canada and live in Vancouver. If you have a house in the States, I recommend you sell it off, or you can rent it out if you want to make extra money for yourself. Yeah, sell it, or rent it out. Sarah? Yeah. Obviously, as I'm paying you enough money to pay your bills, as the money I'm paying James Gunn and Peter Safran, they can easily buy like an $7 million house in Vancouver. Beautiful fucking house, man. Yeah, $6 million, $7, $8 million house, even $10 million house they can buy. So I pay you your big bonus, right? Your $26 million bonus. There was your gas card, $2,000 gift card. Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe that. I don't believe James Gunn will leave his DC position in Hollywood. Yes, he would. I'm paying him way more money than what he makes in Hollywood. And my company will blow out of the water like Incredibles, and I can offer him better perks, saying how I'm giving him his freedom. He doesn't have to do anything, man, because I'm a moral, good person. Me and VJ are clean businessmen. We're not dirty. You don't have to do anything, So you get to make all of those tens of millions and live the amazing life with me and experience that glorious sense of fame, and you get your freedom with your family and your wife, man. You don't have to do anything, because I'm a clean, good businessman, man. I have morals. Alright, if you made an actor pay a price, would you hate yourself? Yeah. If I made an actor or a studio executive pay a price of my money, I would hate myself, and I'd probably break down in tears. Oh my god, I'm a fucking wicked, dirty person, man. I'm not gonna step down to the level of the gatekeepers, man, who are gonna make me pay to make my money be my wife, man. I'm a clean, good businessman, man. I'm not gonna let my money, my power corrupt who I am. It's not who I am. I would hate myself if I made someone pay to make their money, man. It's not who I am. It's against my nature. I just can't do it. No, seriously, guys, when I say I just can't do it, when I say it's against my nature, it is against my nature to make someone pay to make their money. I can't do that, man. Otherwise, they're going to see you as a dirty businessman. You don't want all these guys and these actors and these executives working for you seeing what you, VJ, as a dirty businessman. No, man, I'm a clean businessman. You get your free with me, VJ, and I pay all these tens of millions. All I ask is you work hard for me, and you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna work hard for me than they even do in Hollywood. So I'm sorry. Yeah. Almost done here, guys. Yeah. I told you, when I'm king, even James Gunn's, I don't know, even if the DC thing is very successful, it's a huge hit, it's still the side attention when I'm king, right? When me and VJ are king queen, the Zane's movie will be the main event. The DC thing, the Marvel thing, and everything in Hollywood is all the side attention. And James Gunn and Peter Safran are not stupid, they know that. Yeah, even though our DC thing is successful, I'd rather work for Ivan than fucking work in Hollywood. Yeah, like Ivan's movie's the main event. He's gonna experience that worldwide international fame. I'd rather experience that fame with him and get paid more money and have my freedom and have all these better perks than fucking work in Hollywood, right? That's my point here, yeah. My company, you don't have to do anything, man. Get your freedom with me. Because me and VJ have our freedom, I also grant everyone who works for me, they get their freedom too. I get them out of the Hollywood crazy system at the gatekeeper zone, and they work for me. They escape from the Hollywood system and they work for me, obviously. I get them out. You don't have to do anything, right? I'm a clean businessman right now. As I told you, being a famous movie star, a famous executive, and making all those tens of millions and experience that fame with IMVJ, having your freedom is a fucking perk, man. Being rich and all that stuff and having your freedom is a perk. It's nice to be rich and have your freedom, right? It's a fucking good deal, right? It's the best deal ever. That's why I told you some of these Hollywood actors might cry when I offer them these millions and I give them their freedom. You're paying me all this money, you're giving my freedom? I don't have to do anything? I'm like, yeah, you don't have to do anything. I'm like, holy shit, Ivan, man, you're a good man, man. You're a good holy man. Yeah, you and VJ are good holy people, man. You're good people. We're one of the good guys. Obviously. That's why the gatekeepers and all the Hollywood executives, they see me as an outsider because Ivan O'Meara is not into the Hollywood system. He wants nothing to do with it. He's an outsider. He wants to be outside the Hollywood system. As my company, even though it's an independent film studio, it's better than Hollywood. It blows out of the water. As I'm making my movies for more money. For Zane's, I'm making it for, I don't know, $2.7 billion, $900 million per volume, or perhaps $3 billion, $1 billion per volume for Peter Jackson. And the Spider-Man movie, I'm probably going to make it for maybe $750 million. So you give James Gunn, if he's chosen, obviously, an unlimited budget for the movie. Hollywood, they give him like $200 million. My comic blows out of the water. Way better technology for the movies right now. If I do Spider-Man Miles Morales, I'll make it for $750 million for the first movie. Second movie, $770. Third movie, $790. Fourth movie, $800. Fifth movie, maybe $820. Some sound. That's when my comic blow out of the water. I have unlimited, much better budgets for my movie. That's a better experience, right? Yeah, when you watch the movie, right? Yeah. Yeah. And Ryan, what about the papers and everything? Yeah, I'll have a guy if I grab James Gunn and Peter Safran from DC or Jon Favreau, Peter Rice, obviously. I'll have someone handle all the paperwork for them for becoming Canadian citizens, all that stuff. You handle all that. You have someone handle all the paperwork for them. That way it's easy for them, obviously. But you have to live in Vancouver if you're part of my team, man. You have to live in Vancouver, Canada. I don't want you to live in the States. I don't want the rates affecting your paycheck, right? The Hollywood actors is fine. The rates is fine. But for your team, you don't want to have the rates affecting your salary. So if you want to get paid your full Canadian money, you have to live in Vancouver, Canada. And if you have a house in the States, you can either sell it off or rent it out if you want. That way you make extra money for yourself. It's up to them, obviously, right? Yeah. Obviously. Some siren? Yeah. That's why VJ cries, man. Because VJ is a sellout in the Hollywood system, and and even though I'm poor, I'm not a sellout, man. I'm free. I have my freedom. Even though I'm poor, I have my freedom. Obviously, I have the keys to the kingdom. I wrote my masterpiece. VJ wants me to get her out of Hollywood because she knows she got duped by the gates, man. She's fucking stupid, man. Yeah. That's why VJ, my baby, you know what I'm saying? She cries heavy tears me every night, man. Because she wants me to get out of Hollywood. And she loves me a lot. She wants to be with me, man. She doesn't want to be left behind in Hollywood. And she wants to be with me too, because she's fucking crazy. I want to go close around with him. I want to feature mountains with him. I want to get the cars with him, build that $100 house with him. I want to make that $60, $80, $100 with Ivan for the Amazon deal. I want to be featured in mountains with him. The commercials. I want to be featured in Sky's News with him. Yeah, she's fucking crazy, BJ. Victoria Justice is a crazy woman, Ivan. Yeah, man. She's a crazy woman. Yeah. Yeah, but Ivan, man, like, VJ cries heavy tears to you, and you just ignore her. That means you don't care about VJ. No, like, I care about VJ. Deep down in my heart, I don't show it, obviously, but deep down, I obviously care a lot about Victoria Justice. Obviously. I care about her a lot, and I love her lots, obviously, but, like, because she's a cheating whore, I can't take her seriously, hence why I ignore her when she cries to me. But my actions show that I obviously care about my wife. I don't go around fucking a bunch of women, right? I'm a fucking 33-year-old virgin, and when I work and I see all these attractive women, when I work, I repel women. I barely even talk to women, man. I just go home, I get my beer, and I get my smokes, and I make my video, I watch movies, I watch my show. I don't go around fucking women. That shows I actually care about VJ. Obviously, but because Victoria Justice takes me for granted, she's fucking the guys, I'm going to get my one girlfriend, man. And if Victoria Justice gives me hell, I'm going to ignore you, man. Because you're a crazy fucking woman, yeah. Will she give you hell if you get a girlfriend? Yeah, she will, but I'm going to ignore her. Because I can't take her seriously. She's a crazy woman, yeah. I know, I hang out with a chick at Dinty's, And then once I hang out with a chick, I'm like, fuck, man. When I go to bed, I know my wife's gonna give me hell because VJ will know. She can ask me, I'm like, fuck, man. Victoria Justice is gonna give me hell, man. And I go to bed and she gives me a piece of my own medicine. She's like swearing at me, like, fuck you, Ivan, you're such a fucking dick. How can you do this to me, man? I'm your wife, I love you and all, so I'm gonna fucking kill that bitch, Ivan. I'm gonna fucking kill her, and I was saying, I'm just like, what? I'm like, VJ, shot, man, you're not worthy of judgment. She's like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're hurting me, Ivan, it hurts and all. So I'm like, VJ, shot, man, I shut you because you can't say shit. And she's crying to me all night long, giving me hell. And I just shut my ears, I ignore you, VJ, because you're a crazy fucking woman. I'm not going to take you seriously, man. You can yell at me all you want and give me hell. I'm going to ignore you. Because you're going to keep seeing the guys, man. You want your fucking VJ, you're a crazy woman. Sorry. Yeah, man, I give Ivan hell. I yell at him all. So Ivan just ignores me and sleeps. Yes, because you're going to keep seeing the guys, VJ. I'm not going to let you do that, man. No way. Sarah. Yeah, because Victoria Justice is a crazy woman, Ivan. Your wife, VJ, is a crazy fucking woman. So I'm sorry, she's a crazy woman. So I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah. So Ivan, if you do Spider-Man, I'll be more popular than James Gunn's DC. Yes. If I do Spider-Man Miles Morales after Xanus, it'll be way more popular than even James Gunn's DC universe. Hence why James Gunn and Peter Safran would rather leave Hollywood and work for me, because they know the Spider-Man Miles Morales series will be more popular than their DC universe. And they don't have to worry about my movie flopping. They just work hard and they get their check. They don't have to worry about my movie flopping, obviously. And they don't have to do anything either. As for my company, you get your freedom. With your family and everything, you make all that money, you get your freedom, you don't have to do anything. Because I'm a morally good person, I'm not going to make anyone pay to make their money. That's not the way I don't think the way you guys think, right? There's nothing wrong with someone making a lot of money and having their freedom, but you guys think because all these average people in the world work so hard for nothing, all those who make so much money should pay for it, obviously. That's the way you guys think, but I don't think the way you guys think. I think, no, even someone who makes a lot of money, they deserve to live a great life and have freedom. You don't have to make someone paid to make their tens of millions of dollars. That's where I see it, obviously. I'm a good moral man. I'm a holy good man. I would hate myself to make someone pay to make the money. I'd probably cry too. Man, I'm fucking wicked, man. I made all these guys pay to make the money. I'm no better than the gatekeepers. I'm no better than the wicked world I created. And they now see you as a dirty businessman. Yeah, the moment you make someone pay, they now see you as a dirty businessman. I don't want these people seeing me as a dirty businessman. I'm a clean businessman. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyways, guys, here's the video. I talked for 38 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I recommend all you guys around the world, you show James Gunn Superman some love. Have the word of mouth spread. Go watch this movie at the theaters. Superman, James Gunn Superman is on theaters, guys. I recommend all you guys you watch that movie, and hopefully this movie hits maybe $800, $900 million at the box office. Show James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC universe and David Zaslav universe some love. You're welcome, guys. Anyways, here's the video, guys. I talked for 39 minutes. That's good enough. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Stay tuned. I'll make another video tomorrow in the morning. I'll do my go-through series of my Volume 3 book. And stay tuned for my vlog with Tony Thursday at the bar. Zadimer, I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Peace out, guys.